If you can only spend an hour on the playground without checking in to your work, I understand that. That's your job. Only go to the playground for an hour where you can give your child undivided attention. There is no rule that you have to spend 3 hours of undivided attention at the playground with your child, because the attention where you're looking up and looking down and looking up and looking down is only creating tension with your kid. And then you explain to your kid, we're going to the playground for an hour where I am totally with you, and then we're going to be doing something else where both of us are going to be doing something creative with our screens. Talk to your child about what's happening. But if you're going on vacation, what children hate the most, and where I have the most transcripts of children complaining, is their parents take them on a vacation, and the child's fantasy is that finally I'm going to have time with my mom and my dad. But I mean, a lot of the complaints is about moms, actually. Finally, I'm going to be having time with my mom. They get to the place, and the mom checks the Wi-Fi is the first thing that happens, and the Wi-Fi isn't good enough, and they leave. They don't have that vacation. That is not a good enough place to have a vacation. The vacation's off because the Wi-Fi isn't good enough. So plan a Wi-Fi free vacation, and if that means you can go away for 4 days, go away for 4 days. That's really okay. You know, experiment with how much time realistically you can take away with your family, where you play board games, where you play word games, where you do puzzles, where you talk to your kids, where you give yourself the time to talk to your kids. I think that's really what's most essential here. It's not to live in the 19th century, because your kids don't want to live in the 19th century. They want to be on social media. And also, I feel very strongly that parents need to go on social media with their kids and teach their kids really what social media is and the rules of the road. Social media is a very complex place that calls forth a lot of bad behavior, a lot of cyberbullying, a lot of gross behavior. This is being taped on a day when the President of the United States is not behaving well on social media. Bad examples abound. And the fact that we're not present to each other with our faces. Great philosophers have said that it's the face that calls forth, where we call forth each other as human beings. And the absence of a face has really left so many of us at sea about how to behave in this medium. Explain this to your child. You know, your child would be better able to understand some of their impulses if they understand all of these things. And you should be there with them to explain it.